do something like that. Um, I wish I could go back and tell myself that, but I can't. So what I do is I live through my kids and I tell them, look, this is what I went through, and this is the only reason why I push you is I want the best for you. I want you to to be better than me, and I want your kids to be better than you. And just keep that momentum going. You know what I mean? Because change is possible. You know what I mean? Like I've changed. I changed at 21.
Mm.
But I was out there gang banging since I was 10.
Wow.
So I was out there for what 11 years doing it in the 80s and 90s.
Mm-hmm.
But I changed like with Joseph Raymond Lucero from the Mayans.
Uh-huh.
He always says change is possible,
Mm.
and he's a good dude, man. I know him, and he has a great story too. And I see a lot of guys in Hollywood that they change their lives around, like Danny Trejo, Emilio Rivera.
Mm-hmm.
Like these guys ain't just Hollywood actors that are portraying gangsters or cholos or any of that. These guys were really legitimately in the life. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And they changed their life around, and look where they're at today.
Yeah.
So I give them props because they also did change their lives around. And so, yeah, I just like my thing is, so I want to go out there and want to be able to go to like Boys Republic again. I want to be able to go to juvenile hall and detention centers and talk to these youngsters and just try to give them consejos. You know what I mean? Give them advice, give them my knowledge of what I know in life, and hopefully reach a life. Reach a
Absolutely.
life, man.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And what do you think it is, Big Joe? You just mentioned some names, and you see the stories out there. I mean, there's so many individuals who make that change, man. And what do you think it is that when it comes to when the rubber meets the road, right? The tire meets the road, and even for yourself, you know, it could be, God, spirituality could be one thing, but what do you think? I mean, what do you think leads someone to flip that switch, man, to make that turn and lead a different life, man? Because there's guys out there that don't do that.
Yeah.
There's lots of guys that don't make that choice, or men or women. Uh, but and you have these individuals. You know, what do you think it is, man? In your eyes, in your opinion?
In my opinion, it's just people get sick and tired of being sick and tired. It's like people that are on drugs, you know what I mean? Heroin, crack, whatever. At one point, either they die from it or they wind up just getting, they're going to get clean. It's because they're sick and tired of being sick and tired. And they go and they get the help and they want the help like my parents did. They went and they got cleaned up. And now I think my dad has like 35 years clean.
Wow.
My mom too. They're not together, but they're both doing, they're doing their thing as they're not on drugs anymore. They're clean, and they're really good grandparents to my kids. They're good parents to me, and I love them with all my heart. But I know that was a phase in their life that they were just caught up. And but yeah, I think that's what it is. People get sick and tired of being sick and tired, but some people don't get that opportunity and they wind up overdosing, especially like right now with fentanyl being out there. It's killing people left and right, and so they don't get that opportunity, to stop or to get clean or change their lives. And so it's sad. It's sad right now. With the epidemic out there with all the pills and drugs and crack and all that stuff, man. It's just bringing people down, and people like they want to forget their bills, they want to forget their problems,
Yeah.
and that's how they do it. You know what I mean? Whether it's at the end of a bottle or end of a needle, and it's sad. It's sad, man, because that's not the way.
Yeah.
As we know, at the end of the day, when your high's gone, your problems are still there, and yeah, you actually have more problems. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just it's sad, but yeah, I just think that people just get sick and tired, man.
Sick and tired of being sick and tired. Yeah, you always hear that saying. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, right?
Yeah,
That horse is gonna make that decision, and I think I just kind of had a moment of clarity right here as we're talking, where it could be that simple too. Someone just makes that choice. I'm gonna choose to drink the water. And that's when they go get help. Because you could tell someone, hey, try to motivate that person, encourage that person, You can do it. You can do it. But again, man, it's up to that person ultimately
Yep.
to take action.
Yeah.
And then some people just don't make the choice. Like you said, they don't get the opportunity. It gets cut short, or they just don't want to make that choice. I think it's I mean, it could be that simple too.
Yeah. I've had people say, "Hey Joe, hook me up, man. Get me in a movie." You know what I mean? I'll be an extra, a background, whatever. Hook me up. But all right, cool. I'll give them a call and say, "Hey, man, we're filming Saturday." Oh yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there. Next thing you know, like they call you Friday night. Oh, I can't make it,
Oh,
man. Or they just don't show up, and it's
mhm.
kind of like, okay, you were like asking and asking and asking, and then when it came down to it, you decided that you want to do something better on a Saturday or something, And it's kind of like that same mentality. Like if you really want it, you got to go for it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You really
exactly.
got to, yeah, you got to go drink the water. Go out there and get it. And but I've had some people like they really do show up and they've been a part of multiple different films and they're still doing it. You know what I mean? They've been to school or they're going to school right now, and they you could tell they have that desire, and so yeah,
They're committed, right?
yeah, very committed.
They
Yeah.
make absolutely, man. They make that choice, and you know. But I'm curious, Joe. Who are some of your early musical influences, and not only music, but like in movies, and who. I know we had CDs back in the day, cassettes
Yeah,
and CDs.
cassettes.
Who could I find in Big Joe's CD player collection or cassette collection back in the day?
Man, I had all the Motown collection. You remember the blue stripes, and they had the Four Tops, the
Yeah.
Temptations, all them, man. I had all the Motown collections, and then later on we had Houdini.
Oh man,
We had
I just had
Dougie Fresh.
Houdini on the podcast last week.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that one. I saw that
Grandmaster
one.
D.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out.
Shout
That's
out to
awesome.
Grandmaster D. Yeah,
The freaks come out at night.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dougie Fresh,
Dougie Fresh. Oh
Run
man.
DMC. I ran into Russell Simmons maybe like 10 years ago or 15 years ago in Hollywood. And he took a picture with my kids. He was like really down to earth dude, like really good guy.
Oh
But
wow.
he didn't have to stop and do that picture, but he just did it. We were talking for a little bit, and then that was like one of my first steps to like, man, this guy was cool, man. If I ever get into acting, I would like to be a cool person. Another one was Danny Trejo and
Oh.
Emilio. When I first met them, they were like down to earth, cool people.
Mm.
And I go, man, that's good, positive connection. When you meet somebody and they're like that.
Yeah.
Because I met a couple actors, like let's say B listers, and they act like they're Tom Cruise, and it's like, orale, like, hey, what's
Oh.
up, dale? And you're like, they're like, oh, like they don't have time for you. And it's like,
Oh.
orale, you know, like what George Lopez says, FTP. But
Yeah.
and it's like, but I've had this. It's all been great interactions with the Raza celebrities. You know what I mean? And yeah,
Yeah.
let's go back to your question. Yeah,
No.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
No. No. That's great, man. And speaking of which, we were at the Lampa event, and Danny Trejo, man. I turned around. He came up to me and shook my hand and said, "Hey," he introduced himself to me.
yeah,
Yeah, super cool guy, man. We took pictures. He took a picture with my wife, and yeah, that's amazing, man. That guy, he does so much, for the community, and he's just a down to earth guy. He sets the example,
yeah,
not only for the Chicano community, but just for everyone, man.
yeah.
Humility and you go after your dreams, you achieve a level of success, and you give back, and you're grateful, man. He comes from that point of view, that stance, and that's how I want to be.
Yeah.
And but so anyways, but yeah,
Yeah, he's a good dude. Like that day he went to my wife's table and my kids, and he went over there and took a picture with them. Where everybody was going to him, he went. I go, hey, can you take a picture? He goes, yeah, let's go. So he went over there and took a picture with them and said hi and all that. But that's just how Danny is, man. He's a really good dude, in real life.
absolutely,
Emilio's
man.
the same way.
Yeah.
Really good dude. The story I have with Richard Cabral is I was at a special event, and there was like very few people at this event, and I'm talking to Emilio, and Emilio's giving me advice about acting and this and that. And then I look over, and there's Richard Cabral, and he's helping the caterers load chairs on the truck. And I'm
Wow.
like, man, look at this dude's like a millionaire actor, but he's humble enough to be out there and helping.
Yeah, that's cool,
And
man.
I go, that's something you can't fake that. You know what I mean? That's from the heart.
Absolutely, man. No, you know what, Joey? To me, man, you know, I always treat. I've always lived by treating every individual I come across. I don't care what they would do for a living or whatever, with respect. You know, with respect, man, because everybody's going through something. You know, we all have problems. We're only human, and you know, I'm just cool with everyone, man. I've always just gone out of my way to give everyone, you know, love and show them courtesy, you know, and I think that's how we should be, man. We're human beings, man. We're all human beings. So
Yeah.
I've always been like that, man. I've always been super humble, and I don't care what you know what you are, man. What color you are, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
We're all just people, human beings, and we all live on this earth together, man. And again, you know, regardless of what how much money anyone makes or success and blah blah blah, I'm always going to go out of my way to treat others with respect. And you know, sometimes it's not reciprocated, you know. And like you just shared, some people think they're all that or whatever.
yeah,
Okay, that's cool, whatever. I just brush it off, and you know. But hey, at least I tried, and at least I'm putting, you know, God knows my heart, man, and I'm putting that into the universe too, you know. So
yeah. Exactly,
that's
exactly.
always been my stance, man.
Yeah, I treat man. We're on set, and as a producer, we're out there, and I see my boss, right, the owner of Cedar Films, and he's out there and he's picking up trash, and people are like, "Hey, how come?" That's just the way he is. Like he doesn't have to be standing there like he's all big, this and that, you know. He's out there, and so I started doing that. I started picking up trash and this and that. I'll tell you, like the first day I went on set, the very first time ever, I got invited by Vince Romo. He's like, "Hey, we're shooting for a Suicide by Cop. You want to come hang out?" I go, "Yeah, I went to go hang out." So we're just there, and they had catered food. So
Uh-huh.
at the end of the everybody was done eating. They were shooting in the building in the studio. Um, I saw this older guy, and he was putting away the food, little by little and cleaning. And I didn't know who he was. I said, "Hey, you need help?" He goes, "No, I got it." I go, "No, let me help you." So I started helping him and putting away. Cause I felt bad, it was a
Yeah.
hot day, and go, let me just help him. So I started helping him, and we started cleaning up, and we're done. And then we sat there and we started talking. And he goes, "What's your name?" And I go, "Oh, my name is Joe Castro." And he goes, "Oh, okay." He goes, "Oh, my name is Pete Bollinger." He goes, "This is my set today."
He
He
directed,
goes,
right?
"No, yeah, he owns Cedar Films."
Oh,
And
he
he goes,
owns.
"Yeah, he owns Cedar Films." He goes, "You're welcome on my set anytime."
Wow.
And I go, "Oh, thanks, man." So he's the one that got me started into being a producer, and
Mm.
it was all just by that interaction. And like I said, I didn't know who he was. I was just trying to help out.
Yeah.
And so when you do things, when you do good things without wanting, to get praised, like
Mm.
these vatos that go and give money to the vendors and stuff, but they film themselves.
Oh,
I think that that's just you're just trying to floss, and that's the most you're gonna get out of it as far as blessings. You know what I mean? Because you're doing it for the IG or for Facebook or for TikTok.
reviews or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, man, you got to give from the heart. If you're gonna help somebody, help them from the heart
Mm.
without expectations
Taste.
of, "Oh, I'm gonna get this back later." No, man, that's not what it's about.
Yeah.
If you have a friend that has a concert or is selling clothes, you don't say, "Hey, hook me up with a shirt." You say, "Hey, let me buy a shirt from you." You help them. You become a patron, and you go out there and you give them whatever it costs to get a shirt. That's how you're helping that guy. That's how you're helping your friend. That's how you're helping that business. And not by wanting free tickets or wanting free shirts or stuff like that. And so I always believe that if you're gonna help,
Yeah.
help from the heart.
Yeah. No, absolutely, man. Absolutely. You give with without expectation, without expecting anything back, and I think that's the most you know pure way to do it, man. The most genuine way to do that, man. And I know you mentioned that you're a big Clint Eastwood fan, Charles Bronson,
Yeah.
and I heard you say that these guys are just phenomenal actors, man, because they just make it seem so easy, so natural, man.
Yeah.
What is it for you, Big Joe? That talk about a little bit of what in your opinion, what makes a great actor, man? What makes a great performance?
A great performance is when it doesn't look like a performance. Me going to acting school, I learned so much that when I watch a movie, it kind of ruined it for me. Because when I watch a movie, I can see the flaws. You know, I can see when the mistakes are happening. But when you watch a good movie from a good actor or a good director or a good producer, you can see their part, the cameraman's part. Did he do good? Yeah, he did phenomenal. Did the actor do good? Yeah, he did great. Was the writer good? Yeah, because he wrote a great script. You know, there's so many things, so many movements in a movie that it's a trip. But yeah, Clint Eastwood, Charles Bronson. Yeah, I grew up watching movies. I grew up watching like the old. I don't know if you remember the Bowery Boys. It's
Oh
old
man,
black and white movies,
Bowery
man. Like
Boys.
yeah, cause see, I was raised by my grandpa, and my grandpa was from England. He was an Englishman. He was a white man from England.
Is that right?
Yeah, and he was my step grandpa, but he
Okay.
raised me since I was 2 years old, and
Wow.
so I never saw colors. I never saw like he's a white man, or these are white people. Then you know that was just my pops. That was dad, you know, and my mom was Mexican. You know, my grandma,
Hmm.
and that was mom and dad. That was it. You know, and
Wow.
so I never seen color lines. That's why like if I meet people of different races, I'm cool with everybody because I don't see that. You know, I was raised not to see that. You know,
Absolutely.
but
Wow.
yeah, so I was raised watching like the Bowery Boys and
Okay.
watching, you know, the little rascals and stuff
Oh.
like that. You know what I mean? James Cagney and stuff like that. But um, yeah, just when you watch these actors, man, they're phenomenal, man. And you're like, man, I want to be like that. I want to be able to have that. I mean, you can. What's stopping you from being the Charles Bronson or the Clint Eastwood or the Tom Cruise? You know what I mean? Besides Scientology, but you can be, and any of you out there can be the next greatest actor. What's stopping you?
Hmm.
Is you. The only people that stop us is ourselves, brother, and we just got to get out there on the grind. You know what I mean? And I know it's hard because a lot of people have 9 to 5s,
Yeah.
you know, but where there's a will, there's a way, man. You know what I mean? And you can do it just to get started by independent films and being flexible with your schedule and being able to say, hey, you know, I've had people tell me once you start acting and you get lines, you can never go back to being background.
Hmm.
And then I've heard that, and I've always said, but if I want to be a part of a project and they want me in the background, I'll do it. Like I have no problem. Like I don't
Why
have to
not?
be. Oh, I got to be in the front. You got to give me line. Like I'm cool, especially when my friends ask me, like, Mr. Homicide's doing that movie. Uh, Man, I just told you the name. A
Oh,
higher power.
okay.
A higher power, and he has people from Scarface, Mi Vida Loca,
Mm.
American Me, Kilroy. He has all these different actors from all these big movies. But he goes, "Hey Joe, can you help me out?" And I go, "Yeah, I'll help you out. Like, I have no problem helping, you know. And you don't have to pay me to be an actor. I'll go in there and just do it for you."
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then what came out of it is I wound up being one of the main bad guys in the movie. You
Oh
know,
wow.
hopefully it'll be out by the end of this year. But you just do it to help. You know what I mean? But I told him if you want me background, I'll do background. I don't mind.
Hmm.
You know, I'm here to help. You know, and I've done other movies where I'm just background, and I'm cool. Like I don't have to be the main attraction. No, not at all, man. Not
Absolutely,
at
man.
all.
Yeah, man. No, that's a great. Again, man. You check all the boxes, Joe. You're just very humble, man. And if somebody asks you, how do I get into acting? What's the first step that I should take? What do you tell that person?
Before you go and sign up for acting classes, before you do any of that, sign up with a casting company. Like what we're talking about. Well, see, I'm already blanking out on this.
Oh,
Central Casting,
yeah.
or From the Streets to the Set,
Mm-hmm.
or what was the other one you said? URA or
URA was
URA,
from
Central
oh,
Casting.
face to
Yeah,
face or something like that. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Get one of those casting companies
Hmm.
and just tell them that you want to do background. Get involved in background
Yeah.
and see if you like it. Because the one thing about movies, everybody thinks it's real glamorous, and it is the first day, but after everything's hurry up and wait. So you might sit on set for 10 hours, 12 hours, and film for a minute or two,
Yeah,
and then you might wind up on the cutting room floor and not even make the scene. You know,
that's
but
right.
with the casting companies, you'll get paid.
Hmm.
You know, I've been to where I went to set, sat there for an hour, got paid $400, and didn't even film. They're like, "Okay, that's it, we're done." And it's like, "Okay, we're out of here."
Yeah.
And then I've been to set before. You get paid, and they pay you, your set rate plus overtime. You're there 15 hours, 16 hours, and then you might film for 20 minutes, but then you don't even come out on the show, which you still get your pay and all
Yep.
that, but you got to see if that's what you want to do
Yeah.
before you invest in acting and all, because you might go once say, nah, I don't want this, and then that'll be it. But you might go in there and say, I love this, I want this, and then where do I sign up for acting classes? And I want to do more background. Then your background will pay for your acting classes that'll get you your lines and catapult your career.
And then start the networking and all that.
Yeah.
Like we mentioned at the beginning of the conversation here. Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely, man. Like you said, everybody thinks it's glamorous, and it is. But I was I was acting about 15 years ago, where yeah, it's a lot of it is just like you said, hurry up and wait, hurry up and wait. A lot of waiting around, sitting around, and but no, it's a great it's a great profession to get into, man. You have to have that passion for it, man, and you got to be willing to dedicate yourself, like we just talked about, man. Immerse yourself and commit yourself to honing the craft, and that means acting school and all of that. But Joe, as we wind things down here, man, there's a little game I like to play, man, with my guests, and it's basically just word association. I'll say a word, and then you kind of, say a word that first thing that comes to mind. All right, so you cool with that? You want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's try it. Let's see what happens.
Let's
I
do
might
it.
freeze, but we'll see. Uh-huh.
All right, let's do it. Movies.
TV. Is that how you do it, like that?
But yeah,
Or say the movie.
something. First thing that comes to your mind, how you relate to it, or
Okay.
for example, let's see, love,
Okay. My
You know?
wife. Yeah.
family,
Love.
God,
Faith.
acting,
Hard work.
um, producing,
Endless hours.
um, gang culture,
Dead end.
the future.
Bright.
Love that, man. And last one, children, your children.
Love.
Yeah, yeah, that's great, man. That's great. I love playing that, man. And it's just
You gotta tell me one more.
one more.
You gotta tell me double A.
Double A.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Oh man, yeah, like you said, I'm gonna have one of these made, man, one day. And
Yeah.
yeah, man, no, Joe, man, you're an inspiration, man. Your story is amazing. You're very humble. You uplift everyone, and yeah, like you said, man, there's no limit to what we can do, man.
Yeah. The only limit is right here in your mind. And you can limit yourself as much as you want, or you can release it and just go like a roller coaster and go for it. And people say, well, how does that work? Well, I'm proof it works. I mean, I just let it go and I let God guide me. That's my path, and it hasn't let me down yet. You know what I mean? And it never has. He never has. I always thought I'd be dead at by 18. And then when I hit 18, I go, okay, by 20, 21. And then I was alive at 21 and I was engaged and I got out. But I always thought that I was just going to wind up being shot out there. And I was okay with it. Believe it or not, I was okay with dying in the street. I thought it was going to be like an honor. And thinking about it now, I'm like, man, so many times I dodged, bullets left and right. And so this is all extra to me because I live past 18, I live past 21. So all this is extra. I'm on overtime, I feel. And so everything I do, I just go 100% into it. So that's all we can do, right? I mean, like Double A, you're right here and you're doing your podcast and you're going all in and you're doing a great job, fantastic job. And
Thank you.
you're an inspiration for us too, man. I was part of the LA Times podcast, so I know how hard work it is. It's a lot of hard work, and man, I just want to give you a shout out, and I want to give you your what they call flowers.
Oh, thank
What I
you.
mean? That's child, kid. I'm young, eh? I give you your flowers. Also, we do appreciate you. You're out here and you're doing it, and man,
Thank you,
It's
man.
a great podcast. It's a great podcast.
No, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate that, and yeah, man. Gosh, you hit it on the head, Big Joe, and but gosh, yeah, I'm humbled. I'm humbled by you, man, and yeah, it's just just gotta take action, man. You got to do it, whatever your dream is, and then this podcast. I try to convey that message through my guests, who are doing just that, and to the viewers, inspiring them to do something they've always wanted to do, whatever it is, man. I don't care what it is, man, and just take that first step, take action. That's all it is, man, and you'll see, you'll be amazed with what happens, and this journey right here, where I was telling you, just bringing on a guest every week, and I get to become uplifted and inspired and motivated every week, and that's a beautiful thing, man. And I get a shot in the arm, man, every week, you know, and I've gotten to I've met so many great people, man, through this journey, podcasting, and that happened just taking that first step, again, taking that first step, just taking action, man, and then here we are, brother, and I'm getting to talk to Big Joe Castro and doing big movies, and I never thought it's been 3.5 years, and never thought in my wildest dreams, man, that I'd be doing something like this, and again, it's a quite the journey, man. Before we go, brother, who can, if you want to give some shout outs before we jam out, and I'm sorry
Yeah,
we didn't
yeah,
really get to talk about LA Times podcast. Big shout out to those guys and
yeah, yeah,
in that
yeah.
podcast.
Those guys are great, man. That's where I got started, and we're doing podcasting, but the schedule got too busy. So I told my brother Paul, like Paul, I've known him since we were youngsters. I said, you know what, just continue with the podcast because the filming was just the schedule was crazy, and not one person is bigger than the program. And like I told him, you just continue to do it, and he's doing it, and he's striving, and he's doing really good with that. And it's all about positivity over there at LA Times, and we work a lot with Cholo Trucker, and we work a lot with the Streets Ain't Loyal, and all their podcasts are positive.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And they're on that road to trying to tell these youngsters that gang banging and living life like that is not worth it. Trying to save lives basically. And so I appreciate them. Um, yeah, I'm also working with La Cultura magazine and
Okay.
Ball magazine, and they have their event coming up. You guys, it's a lowrider car show, the Super Bomb Show, July 17th at the Anaheim Convention Center. That's July 17th, Anaheim Convention Center. Get your tickets now because it is going to sell out. They usually always every year they sell out. I'm also working with Nationwide Promotions. They got a concert going on in LA, and that's gonna be. Let me tell you guys this, man. You guys want to come out and see me over there? That's gonna be August the 7th in LA. You can go on Eventbrite, get your tickets, or go on IG Summer Night Takeover, MC Magic, Capone, Baby Bash, Sad Boy Loco, Enda, Misfit Soto. Man, it's
All
man.
star lineup, man.
I know Bella the Rapper, Swifty Blue, CNG, Coyote, Doughboy 909, 909, and
Wow,
Baby Youngin and Little Grifo. I mean, yeah,
that's big time.
that's gonna be a great. We just had one in Adelanto, and that was
Yeah.
a great concert. We had Kid Frost, MC Magic, Baby Bash, Bella the Rapper, Amanda Perez. Amanda Perez, she's such a nice person, great person, and she killed it on stage. And man,
Unbelievable.
they had people like mob in the front of the stage. They had to get closer. It was
Wow.
a trip, man. It was a trip.
I
But
saw footage, yeah.
yeah, I'm working with all these guys and helping promote, helping get it out there, and yeah, you guys want to come out to these concerts, to these events, come out.
Mhm.
Um, and that's what I got going on. Be on the lookout for tomorrow's game. That's with Paul Rodriguez. We have Carlo Mendez, which is the brother of Eva Mendez, and there's a lot of great actors. Like I said, I'm like this with names, but that's right now we're winning a lot of awards at film festivals with that one,
Wow.
and that one's tomorrow's game. We have Monstro coming out, I believe, next month, and that's starring Vince Romo and Loretta Vamps, and we also have Wilson Ramirez in that one, which is he
Yeah.
plays Kilroy, Wilson Ramirez. And there's a lot of other great actors that are in that movie too. We went all the way to New Orleans to shoot that one.
Wow.
Yeah, that was amazing to go out there and eat alligator for the first time.
Oh,
Yeah, man, that was a trip.
how was it, by the way?
Yeah, better than chicken.
Is that right?
Amazing, amazing. I've always wanted to try it, and when we went to New Orleans and we're out in that, whatever they call that, the square or whatever,
Yeah.
and we ordered it. Man, I had it 3 days in a row. It
Oh,
was that good. Yeah, it was that
wow.
good. So yeah, so we got that one coming out, and
Very
Sugar Silence, Every Day's Violence. That one's coming out this year. Higher Powers coming out this year. Like, yeah, be on the lookout, guys. I
damn.
die in most of them, so yeah, it's a trip. But we're gonna be working on your career, getting you pumped up out there too, man. We get you out there.
I'm down, man. I'm ready, brother, man. And gosh, Joe, you got so much going on, man.
Like
It's
honestly, I
awesome.
could sit here another hour because I got a lot more, but it's more towards the end of the year. But I'll come back. I'll come back
Yeah.
and we'll talk, man. And you know, I might bring a special guest with me next time.
Oh,
Yep, you never know, man. You
okay.
never know. You know, I've been blessed that we know Boulevard Nights.
Oh yeah.
Never thought I'd be close friends with Danny De La Paz.
He was
or
here.
Richard, or even Mama. You know, when I see her, she knows. She's like, "Hey, what's up, Joe?" You know, and it's a trip. But
Wow.
yeah, it's just like people from Blood In, Blood Out, like Carlos Carrasco, which is Popeye.
Oh yeah.
He's a good friend of mine
Popeye.
too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's a trip that to have their phone numbers in my phone. I can call them and say, "Hey, what's up?" You know, it's just a trip. The numbers that are in this phone,
Uh-huh.
never thought I'd ever even meet these people, yet alone develop friendships with
Yeah.
them. And that's a trip. But I treat them like anybody else. They treat me like that.
Mhm.
And I know we're not like bugging them or nothing
Yeah.
like that, So I think they appreciate that.
For sure,
But
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
And now I got Double A's number in here too.
That's
So
right.
there it is, man.
That's
There it is. I got all the numbers I need right there.
Oh man,
Now,
no.
I appreciate you, but my shout outs are to my wife, my kids. Appreciate you guys, love you guys, and Cedar Films, More Creative Films, La Cultura Magazine, Bomb Magazine. I appreciate all you guys, and I work with all of them. And um, let's not forget Nationwide Promotions. Nationwide Promotions. You guys come out to the concert in LA. And yep,
Whew.
there
Wow,
it is there, man. There it is there.
yeah. No, that's impressive, man. Big Joe, man. I thank you so much once again. Yeah, and shout out to everybody you just mentioned. And yeah, everybody's doing big things, and go support the causes. Go check out these shows. Go follow Big. Oh, where can the people follow you, Big Joe?
You can follow me on IG, the official Big Joe, and on Facebook is Joe Castro. But I don't go on Facebook a lot, so I'm more on IG and TikTok. But I don't even know my TikTok name. So yeah, the official Big Joe, Follow me on there, and I'm always trying to always update pictures, but like I take so many that it's a trip. Like I get home and I'm like I'll post a couple, but then there's like 30, 40 pictures. It's hard to post everything. Yeah, you got to find that time that with the family, with the wife, and work.
Balance.
And yeah, there's a balance there, man. And you can't ignore the wife or the kids or
No.
the family, But yeah, big shout out to Max and Zoe, our two little dogs at home, and yeah, Nanook. I should have brought Nanook because he's shedding hair. He's a Siberian Husky,
Oh,
shedding hair everywhere, man. It's crazy. But yeah, I
Yeah.
appreciate you, Cardinal.
Hey,
Big
no,
time,
man.
Big time. Thank you for everything, man.
Oh man, oh thank you, brother. You're welcome, man. And anytime, man, you're welcome here anytime, man. You're now Profile Pod alum, and the love goes both ways. Anything I can do to support you, man, and show you love, and that's what I'm gonna do, brother. And
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, there you have Big Joe. Go follow him. Go check out his movies. Go check out his content. He's doing big things, man, and you're gonna hear his name on a grander scale moving forward, and he's killing it. He's killing the game, and once again, man, thank you for being here, man, and I can't express that enough, brother. So
Thank you, and if you could call the cops and just let them know I'm leaving, so they don't follow me all the way out. You know what I mean? So
I gotta
profiling. I'm
give
gonna
this-
get profiled on the Profile Pod. But it's okay. It's all good. I just put my hat on right here and go. Look at that Dean Martin style. Frank Sinatra.
oh man,
Yeah, here we go, man. We just gotta keep the conversation going all night, man.
I know, man.
No, we're good. We're good, man. I appreciate you big time,
No,
man.
man, I appreciate you, man.
No, we're all good, man. And you know what? One last thing.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Love you, brother.
Oh man, brother.
There it is, there, man.
Appreciate you. Love you too, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. Thank you,
Yeah.
man.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Wow, wow, man. What a powerful man right here. Go check again. Go check out Big Joe, man. All the movies he made. Kilroy. Go check out Kilroy. It's available on all those platforms. Amazon Prime. I got to go finish watching it after he leaves. So, and among all the other movies he's done. So, man, what a powerful episode today, man. What an honor it is to have my man right here. And again, man, I'm spoiled every week, man. I get to become motivated. I get inspired, and just get that gosh, man, that I get zapped or you know zapped with power, man, and inspiration. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Whether it's on the audio platforms, it's on the video platforms. It's always an honor being the host here as Double A on the Profile Pod, having our amazing guests, Big Joe here, and again, thank you for all the love, all the support. Don't forget to follow, like, share. Go check out my man Henry's posters and frames, Henry's frames and posters. I'll post his link there again. Go check out Kilroy. Go check out Big Joe. The Super Bomb Show coming up, nationwide events, all that good stuff, man. What am I leaving it? Yeah, shout out to everybody out there once again for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time. For Big Joe, I'm Double A here on the Profile Pod, reminding you to always take it easy. Peace. Thanks a lot, Big Joe.
Thank you, brother. 45 minutes.